Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the Autobot Red Alert. What we'll do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes, so then you can decide how you want to display him. I'll show you the accessories that come with him, and of course I'll point out things that you need to be aware of if you're after purchasing one for yourself. I'm also lucky enough to have one of the boxes, so we can have a look at the artwork and the battle scene on the back of that. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for your subscriptions and your likes, so if you're not a subscriber at the moment, please hit that subscribe button for me right now. Let's get started then. So there he is, Autobot Red Alert, released in 1985, part of Series 2 of the release of figures that came under the Generation 1 continuity. Now when he was released, he was released alongside a figure that he was most often paired with in the cartoons as well. He was paired up with Inferno, with them both being obviously rescue vehicles. And if you wanted to be super pedantic, and I'm not the first person to say this, obviously you don't get many Lamborghinis as fire department cars, but that's just again if you want to be picky. So let's have a look at the figure. The figure, although it's Generation 1 and lacks a lot of articulation, it still looks really good. The articulation that you do have is in the shoulder and in the forearm. Unfortunately in the legs there's nothing apart from the fact that you can pull them apart. So there's no bending at the knees or hips there. But again, this was a Generation 1 figure, and of course 1985 means that it's already 35 years old. So the things that you need to be aware of with the figure, it does have a lot of chrome. You've got chrome on the feet, chrome on the forearms, chrome in the tyres, in the wheels obviously, and of course on the weapon there. So chrome's quite important with this. Same with the actual paint job of him. Because he's white, he does tend to fade or get some sun yellowing on him quite easily, and that's a lot more noticeable in the alternate mode. There's usually, if it's really faded, a big difference between the plastic and the white paint. I've got a couple of good examples here. I'm really lucky to be fair. I've seen many of them in the past with that yellow tinge, and they do look completely two-tone colours. Going back to the things that you need to be aware of, he's got rubber tyres, so obviously you want to be looking for them. Sometimes they perish away or are missing completely, and unfortunately with the way that he transforms on the back, sometimes he's missing his roof and the doors. You can just about get away with that if you wanted to display him in robot mode, but of course if you wanted to display him in his car mode, you wouldn't get away with that at all. On the car mode, he does need his spoilers. These can come off, and of course he needs the lights, and I've already mentioned that the tyres are important there. Car mode, again, fantastic. Lamborghini Countach, used lots and lots of times. Obviously his, they say brother, I'm not sure, Sideswipe obviously uses the same mould. Great figure, looks really good. And yeah, as I say, very popular, constantly being reissued down the lines. Talking of Sideswipe, what you want to make sure is with Red Alert's weapon that it's white on the top. Ironically enough, there's a bit of sun fade on there you go, but it's white on the top. Sideswipes has a red nozzle on the top, so you don't want to get it mixed up. Red Alert's got the red gun as well. Sideswipe has the white one, and then the bullets, there we go, you come with 3 of these. So that's what you need to be aware of, and that's what he has with him. So again, it's up to you how you want to display him. If you've got a damaged one, you can get away with displaying him in robot mode, but obviously if you want to display him in his car mode, you're going to need him to be completely intact. Let's have a quick look at the box then. So as I said, 1985, you've got the lovely picture of him right there in front, and then you've got the transformation at the top, and then if we just spin it around to the back, you've got one of the original battle scenes. So this was the second battle scene that they used. So because it was 85, you've got the Dinobots, Jetfire and Shockwave there in the background. Brilliant piece of artwork, there we go. So yeah, there's not much more to say about him, apart from things I've already said. He is popular, he is constantly being reissued. We're lucky that we can still get the Lamborghinis made. They haven't stopped them doing that yet, so that's why you see lots of these moulds being used for loads of different versions of himself, Sideswipe, Clampdown and all the others. But yeah, very popular, great figure. I know his articulation isn't the best, but he just still stands, and he, of course, for these figures you don't really want to play with them much anymore, but so he displays really well. Thanks for taking your time to watch this, guys. Hope you liked it. Take care.